My dear students, welcome you all to the new academic year. I hope you are all staying safe and healthy. In the special situation created by COVID-19 pandemic, we are forced to shift to the online mode of education. Even though this online education has a lot of challenges, we are left with no other option. So let us manage the situation by planning things intelligently. And coming to the academics, now you are in the third semester, and this semester I'll be teaching you the paper Biodiversity and Conservation. In this class, let us understand the basic definition, the history of biodiversity, the global scenario, different ways to assess the value of biodiversity, and the benefits of biodiversity. And at the end of this session, you will be able to answer the question why biodiversity is to be conserved. So let us start with the definition of biodiversity. The most simple definition of biodiversity is nothing but the sum total of life forms at all levels of organization in the biological system. The different levels of organization in biological system means starting from the simplest to the complex forms. For example, the organism, population, community, ecosystem, and biosphere. And there is another definition for biodiversity. It is defined as the intrinsically inbuilt plus the externally imposed variability in and among living organisms existing in terrestrial, marine, and other ecosystem at a specified period of time. Intrinsically inbuilt means naturally whatever is supposed to be there in a system, and externally imposed means whatever is added to the system from external environment. And coming to the history of biodiversity, the term came into use in 1980 and it is coined by Lovejoy. And another important event in the history of biodiversity is nothing but the Convention on Biological Diversity that happened in the year 1992 June, and it is constituted a historical commitment by all nations all over the world. And conservation of biodiversity was accepted as the common concern for the cause of human welfare. And coming to the global scenario of biodiversity. Global biodiversity is estimated to be about 7 million. And India is contributing, even though it has a land area of 2.4% of the global land area, its share of the global species diversity is an impressive 8.1 percentage. And we have around 45,000 species of plants and twice as many of animals reported and recorded from India. As per Robert Pease global estimates, only 22% of the total species have been recorded so far. That means 78% of the diversity is yet to be discovered. And another important point with regard to biodiversities, so many species are becoming extinct, and it's this extinction of species that is currently occurring as a result of human activities. The current species extinction rates are estimated to be 100 to 1000 times faster than in the pre-human times. And ecologists warn that if the present trends continue, nearly half of all the species on Earth might be wiped out within the next 100 years. And let us come to the values of assessing biological diversity. We know human society depend on biological diversity for almost all the food supply, either directly or indirectly. And it also supplies medicines and much of its clothing and in some region virtually all of its fuel and building material, as well as it is an important part of its mental and spiritual welfare. And another important service is nothing but the ecological service, and it includes the purification of water and air, control of flood, control of diseases, for maintaining the fertility of soil, controlling the climate, etc. Let us come to the different approaches that can be used for assessing the value of biological diversity as a resource. Mainly, there are three main approaches for determining the value of biological resources. One is by assessing the value of the consumptive value, and another one by analyzing the productive value, and the third method is by assessing the non-conceptive value. In conceptive use value, the biological resources, we will be analyzing the value of direct consumption without passing to the market. That means there is no commercialization in this case. So in this case, we will be assessing the value of nature's products such as firewood, fodder, etc. And in case of productive use value, the resources come through market. That means there is a commercialization in this case. And here we assess the value of products that are commercially harvested. For example, timber, fish, ivory, medicinal plants, etc. And the third case is analysis of non-consumptive use. The resources, in this case, the resources meant for future potential uses of biodiversity, for example, tourism, scientific research, and the one which is required for maintaining the ecological balance are being analyzed. And in the interactive use, we will be analyzing the value of biodiversity that is required for maintaining the ecological services. So let us come to the benefits of biodiversity. There are economical benefits, there is aesthetic benefits, and ecological services are also done by biodiversity. While discussing the economical benefits, most important one is nothing but the food value. Whether directly or indirectly, it is helpful for humans in solving all his food problem. And commercial value also coming under the economical benefits. Timber is a major component of material used for providing shelter to human, and the clothing materials such as cotton and silk are also used for human. used by human population. And the medicinal value, that is the, the diverse species which are used for the production of medicine, drugs and pharmaceuticals are also included in economical benefits. And second case is aesthetic value. The natural beauty and nature has inspired man, and it also results in the development of his moral and ethical values. And coming to the ecological services, as I have mentioned earlier, this includes the purification of water and air, maintaining the fertility of soil, regulation of climate, control of flood, resistance of diseases, etc. And we have no doubt a healthy, stable, diverse environment are able to respond to the changes more efficiently than degraded or simple systems. So I would like to conclude this session by once upon stressing the importance of conserving the biodiversity. I hope you understood why biodiversity is to be conserved. So let us also become part of conserving the biodiversity. Thank you.